hit it. Microphone check. Baby, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls.
You are now rocking with the best.
It's not some
Baby. One time.
Still shining.
Respect my swag.
It don't mean a thing if it ain't got that swing.
and this is
Another episode.
a swingers.
After dark. What time is it? It's time to get live.
And this is your host. Not some baby.
Let's go, champ.
Microphone check 1 2 1 2. This is your host, not some baby, and this is another episode. You know, Jay-Z said, in immortal words of Hove, Jigga Man, Jay-Z, he said, "Men lie, women lie, numbers don't." And numbers don't lie when your dick can get hard because you fucked the whole party. Ow. And I had that problem. You know, I had that issue. Of course, I'm joined with my lovely. At first she was a guest, but now since she become a fixture, I would consider her my co-host, so to speak. And her name is Miss Anonymous. That's her name. I'm gonna name you Miss Anonymous. You did?
Okay. Good.
So you're Miss Anonymous now. So Miss Anonymous, you know, I remember once upon a time when I was a young pup and a lifestyle, my goal, I actually had a goal. My goal at a lifestyle party was to fuck 5 chicks. That was my goal. My goal was to fuck 5 chicks. If I did not fuck 5 chicks at a party, my party experience wasn't a success, so to speak. I had to fuck. You know what I'm saying? But as I've gotten older, as I became a lion, you know, I'm no longer a cub. As I became a lion, you know, my manes grew out. You know, they're gray now. As I become a lion, now I'm good with just one nut. You know what I'm saying? I'm just good with busting one nut, and I'm good. Don't get it twisted. Like, if I'm really horny, I could fuck you the whole night. But at a party, as far as playing with multiple women, I'm good with one nut, and then I'm done. So, in your experience, Miss Anonymous, have you ever come across a dude? He just like he's in a fucked up mood. He's in a bad mood because his dick count is not up to par.
Well, I never experienced it with someone besides my ex. It was like if we went to a party, he had to play. Me, on the other hand, I can be in the atmosphere, listen to the music, dance, have a great time, have conversations, and didn't have to play with anyone. But he always wanted to play with someone. And there would be times we would bring someone to the room, and I always knew when he didn't enjoy himself because it would be over quick. And I said, "How was it?" And he goes, "It was all right." So it got to the point when he would be like, "It was all right," or I noticed he couldn't get hard. And I finally had to say to him one day, "Why do you bring people back to the room if you're not sexually attractive to them?" Because what people fail to realize, when you're not attractive to that person, now your dick can't get up. And now her pussy's not getting wet because she's not attracted to you. Mm-hmm. So I think numbers, when you're younger, yeah, those numbers did matter. But as you get older, why are you still chasing numbers?
Yeah, because there's been times when, you know, I tried to fuck chicks. I were not sexually attracted to them. But because I wanted to like reach my quota, I was like that police officer who will give you a parking ticket for no reason. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
Listen, I remember, I got a ticket. I got a citation for being a good Samaritan. I remember it was like a string of plastic on the ground. You know, I was walking down the street, you know, to go to work. And
Okay.
I picked up a line of plastic off the pavement. And I flung it at the outdoor trash can, at the street trash can, and it flew out. And I'm walking, you know, I didn't want to pick it back up because I did not want to be late for my train. So make a long
Correct.
story short, the police was like, yo, I gotta write you a ticket. Yo, this dude was so thirsty for a ticket that he saw me and he in the middle of traffic, and you know how New York traffic is on the streets. In the
Yeah.
middle of traffic, he busted a U-turn. He busted a U-turn just to meet me down the block, just to give me a fucking ticket, a $70 ticket.
Wow.
That was crazy. It's like, yo, it was like a piece of string, yo. It was like a piece of plastic. And I was that dude at a lifestyle party. I wanted to reach my quota, but it caught up to me because my dick wouldn't get hard because it was tired. It was tired. It wasn't tired. It was tired. My dick was tired. It was not tired. It was tired. You know, my dick was like, yo, bruh, you doing too much. You know.
Okay, but this is what my question is to you. You saying you had to do 5. Was that 5 in one day, 5 in the whole weekend? And then when you did do the 5, did you come every time?
Of course, I don't fake nuts. I need to come. Like a play session does not count unless I come. I did not. A lot of dudes, they could fuck. Like that's the cheat code. And a lot of dudes told me they will hold the nut because when you hold the nut, you could go on the whole. You could go on the whole night.
Exactly.
But I wasn't the holding the nut type of person. I wanted to come. If I did not come, the play session did not count. Like you don't count. I don't care how long we fuck. You did not count. So I had to come. So my recovery time back then was on point. You know, and I had to fuck 5 the same night. Yes,
Okay.
I did. Like I did, but it started to catch up to me. I remember my ex, you know, she threw parties, she threw house parties. And there was this particular chick who I wanted to play with. Like she's good looking. And I don't know if she's married now, but back in those days, she was married. And you know
Okay.
who we're talking about, you know, she's sexy. And I was like, yo, let's go to the room. I got to break you off. I got to break you off something proper. So I'm hitting it from the back. Of course, I threw on the condom. I hit it from the back. Like, fucking the chick doggy style, it's like a cheat code to get my dick hard because it's like a cheat code because it's like, especially when you have an ass that's visually stimulating, the aesthetics. So it's like I'm looking at the ass, and when I'm hitting from the back, it gets my dick hard. But
Okay.
I was so out of it, I was so flustered, my dick was so out of gas, it wouldn't get hard. Like I'm like, yo, get it up. Like don't fall asleep on me now. And Shorty was like, yo, it's all good. It's okay. But if you were to see me from afar, from a distance, you would have thought that I was handling my business because
Correct.
I was pretending that I was, busting her back out. And one chick who saw me play with me at another party because of that, but unbeknownst to her, my dick was soft because I played the whole night. And Shorty got up, Shorty who I was playing with, my play partner, she was like, yo, you tired. You've been fucking the whole night. So she understood, but she was still frustrated because it was a waste of time. And a
Correct.
lot of chicks talk.
Yes.
Even when
Yes,
they give you an excuse, they talk, oh, his dick can get hard. So it's like, it is, a lot of dudes, you have to know yourself. You have to know your body. You have to know your limitations.
And that's another thing. When this happened, do men tell the women it's because they were partying all weekend or all day? Or do they let the women think it's them? And that had happened in the past in my previous relationship. And I kept in contact with a couple that we used to hang out with. So they invited me over for dinner. And the last time we hung out with her, she brought stuff to my attention I didn't know happened. She go, my ex was off his game. It wouldn't get hard. And then me and her husband always had a good, play session. He comes up and start watching us, hovering over us. And we both looking like, what the fuck? What you doing up here? You supposed to be down there playing. And that's because his shit wouldn't work. So now he watching me. So then she said, another couple they referred us to, we went and met the next following weekend. The same thing happened again. He couldn't get it up. So me being naive, I'm listening to what he tells me. He goes, oh, they coming down off of a high from Molly. So I'm believing what he's saying, not knowing it was him having issues and having problems. And instead of owning it and taking responsibility, he's blaming everybody else. And this chick was bad. She was half Dominican, half Brazilian, very curvy, beautiful. So you can't say she didn't have it to make him get up or get him excited. It was him and his health issues, being on certain medications, and that's another thing men need to look at. When you start getting those health issues and being on medications, you have to step back and say, let me get my shit together. Because now you up here trying to act like 1985 track record, you're 25 years old, but you're really embarrassing yourself. And this is how it's being brought out there and you're being talked about, that your dick don't work. So that's something you need to talk about to educate your brothers on when they need to go to the LS pension department and get their pension papers and retire.
Well, they don't, dudes, we're so prideful that we don't listen to other men unless it's the doctor, and even then it take us like a long time for us to go to the doctor. We damn near gotta die for us to make a doctor's appointment. But a lot of dudes, they use cheat codes. You know, they want to use honey packs, they want to use Viagra, they want to pop pills, they want the magic blue, the blue pill, but that's only temporary because that could fuck up your health. And it's all about working out and dieting. That's all it is. It's because an erection is nothing but blood flow. And when you have high blood pressure, diabetes, or whatever the case may be, you're gonna undergo a system malfunction because you're not taking care of yourself. A lot of dudes know more about their cars than their own body. And that's not a good look, because yes, age plays a factor, but at the same time, you could be 40 and 50 and you could still fuck like rabbits when you know how to manage your testosterone. You feel me? So because you have a lot young dudes, they so weeded up, they so liquor up, they dick can get hard because they so intoxicated. You know, because liquor, it restricts the blood flow. Now, some dudes may get the Henny dick, but for the most part, you know, it restricts the blood flow. So it's about knowing your body. Me personally, I can't fuck when I'm dehydrated. I need some water. You feel me? I need some water. I need to be hydrated. I need some water. I can't fuck when I'm hot. I can't fuck when I'm dehydrated. I need some water, some Gatorade, some H2O, whatever the case may be, because my blood needs to rush. My blood needs to flow to the dick.
And it make a difference when you're eating healthy and you're drinking water, because then your cum tastes good. And I like to swallow. So if your cum nasty, I'm spitting that shit out. But if it's good, I'm going to swallow it. So I don't think a lot of men understand that. Like, I was seeing this guy and he's young and we talking nasty and he's like, where you want me to come at? I'll be like, in my mouth. And I used to thank him. I used to be like, oh my God, your cum tastes so good. Like, we need to bottle this kind of thing. So, and then people don't realize when they don't eat healthy and they don't eat right and they don't drink, their cum is disgusting. It's nasty. It got this, it just, the taste is just terrible.
It tastes like, it tastes like weed and Hennessy, huh?
I don't know what it tastes like, but it tastes nasty. That's all I do know.
You know what's funny? I remember the first time I got a blowjob. And you know, it was in the back of my car. The first time I got a blowjob when I started driving, I was in high school, and me and this chick, we ate at a seafood place.
Okay.
And, you know, make a long story short, she sucked my dick, swallowed, and she was like, my cum tasted like bitter. It was like bitter because we had seafood. You know what I'm saying? I just had seafood. So, but when I'm drinking like water and like pineapple juice,
correct,
it's sweet.
Yes.
And when I watch what I diet, I mean, you are what you eat. Like even when you fucking somebody raw, I could smell you. I know when you fucking raw.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like if I go down on the chick, I know when she's fucking raw, because the scent is like tart.
Oh wow!
It's like a different scent. It's not like a fresh natural scent. So I know when she's fucking raw, and it's like when you fuck a chick raw, her pH balance, her body chemistry mixes with yours.
Yeah, very true.
You know what I'm saying? When you fucking somebody raw, their body chemistry mixes with yours. So it's like your body snitches on you. You know what I'm saying? Your body tells on you. But back to the lecture at hand, it's like you have to know your body, and you don't want to get it to the point where you get a reputation because your dick can get hard, because women talk. Even when they don't like each other, even when they don't fuck with each other, they're going to talk.
Hey, it's not just women. Men talk too.
Well, our talk is different. We may say, yo, don't fuck with her. That bitch crazy. Like,
No.
our talk is different.
Now, y'all do a lot of pillow talk, a lot of, like, if you're in a group setting, they're chiming in and telling names. So y'all talk too. One thing I do, I'll leave a Yelp review, but my Yelp review is always anonymous. I never say who it is.
It's anonymous. That's why you miss anonymous. Ow. Keep moving.
Yes. So, like, you would know your Yelp review, but nobody else is going to know your Yelp review. And then sometimes I even lie about the Yelp review with somebody. If I tell them, yeah, it was good, it was excellent, but if I don't come back, that means that shit was garbage.
Yeah, because you don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. Like, if a chick is like, yo, you want to go play? I kind of like brush it off. I'm busy. Like, because men, for the most part, because you have a lot of bitch ass dudes, they don't know how to handle rejection because they have abandonment and mommy issues. So they don't know how to handle rejection. But me personally, it's like, whatever. You know what I'm saying? On to the next chick.
Exactly.
But it's like, you don't want to get a reputation because people talk. The lifestyle is small. People talk. I remember one time there was this particular group owner who I always wanted to play with.
Okay.
And like, it was at a party in Maryland. So I played with my ex. At the time, we were not in a relationship. This was our first time playing.
Okay.
So I came. I do not fake nut. I do not fake nuts. I need to come when I'm fucking.
Okay.
You feel me? So I don't do the fake nut thing so I could fuck 5 other chicks the same night. So I came. A half hour later, I went into this particular group owner's room.
Okay.
And she at parties, she hosts a room that's called the Boom Boom Room. No, the Bucket Naked Room.
Okay.
And if anybody's listening to this podcast and is familiar with the DMV lifestyle scene, you know this particular group owner who hosts the Bucket Naked Room at certain parties. But anyway, make a long story short, this chick, the group owner and this other chick was sucking my dick at the same time.
Oh.
I could have fucked them both.
Okay.
But my recovery time was not up to par yet. So
So
I was embarrassed. My dick couldn't get up. And I was embarrassed. And it did not help that the group owner's significant other, the dude, he was in the room watching because he loves to watch his woman get fucked.
Okay.
So it was a mixture of me being nervous, my recovery time not being up to speed, and him watching us. It like fucked up my erection. Well, I couldn't even get it up. And I would have fucked these two chicks. If I would have seen them before I saw my, soon to be girlfriend, it would have been on like popcorn. But it's me being greedy. Don't be greedy.
Yeah.
Know your limitations. Knowledge yourself, know thyself. It's like one of the oldest sayings in the world. Know thyself. If you don't know yourself, if you don't know, how to limit your liquor intake or your weed intake, you're gonna get talked about because chicks nowadays, they ruthless and they pass around referrals and they have a do's and don't list. And these chicks listen.
But at least you learn, and that was back, say, I like to call it 1985. I don't know why that number sticks in my head. That was 1985 when you was 25, right? So stuff you could do back in 1985 you can't do now in 2023.
Well, 1985, that's when the Chicago Bears won their championship, the Super Bowl Shuffle. That's why it's a special year. Ow. But keep going.
Oh, that's an easy number for me to remember. I don't know why I wasn't born in 1985, but it's and once again, it's not just women that's talking. Men talk too. I was told by several men, "Oh, I was referred to you," and then when I give them a chance, they're very intimidated by me. And they shocked because a lot of times they know me off of social media and they don't realize how big my ass is until they see me in person. Then they like, oh my God, you remember seeing my ass, right?
I speak no evil.
So they get intimidated. So the first time they like can't get it up. It happens like several times. And then they're like determined to make it up. So the next time I see them, they're like, oh, I'm ready. I'm game now. And it's like, it's okay, it happened. Like, you know, we're cool. It's all right. So then they'll make up for it the next time. But I find it
a lot of chicks don't give dudes second chances. Another time when my dick couldn't get hard when I was doing too much, it was this particular chick in Philly, and this weekend I was fucking like a rabbit. It's like that was like one of my best weekends as far as the lifestyle. So, you know, I tried to do my cheat code. I wanted to fuck her from the back, but she was like, "Nah, you're not busting me open from the back. You going up front." You know, she came to my suite. I shared the suite with Jahari. She was with her, you know, her boyfriend at the time. It was like a suite with a layout sofa. And she had it was her room, so she had the king size bed and I had the layout sofa. So the chick took a shower. And actually, it's funny because I actually took this chick, I snatched this chick away from this dude. I'm like, nah, you coming to my room. Because I wanted to break this chick off. So we came back to my room. She took a shower. Actually, I took a shower first, then she took a shower. So I wanted to hit her from the back because her ass is humongous. And I wanted, like, the doggy style would have jumpstart my erection. But she wasn't having it. She was like, nah, you're not busting me from the back so early. So I'm trying to, like, fuck her missionary, but it's not a straight line. Missionary is not a straight line like doggy style. With a doggy style, you could just like insert from the back. But with missionary, it has to be at least semi-erect to dig in. But it wouldn't work. So she got frustrated and left. And I can hear Jahari. Telling her, you know, her boyfriend, she was like, "Are they done?" She was like, "Are they done that fast?" It was like 3-5 minutes. And to this day, the chick, we cool now. And to this day, she wouldn't play with me.
Are you serious?
Yeah. To this day, she will not play with me. She's not fucking. Like, I don't feel a way about it because I get it. Like, I can't get mad at it. I can get angry about it because I get it, and people don't like their time wasted because she could have got some other dick.
True.
She could have got the dick that I snatched away from. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, instead of fucking him, you can fuck me. So she felt the way. So to this day, she's like, "Nah, I'm not fucking you." But it's funny because I interview her for my podcast. I interview her for my podcast. We still cool to this day. I'm the type of dude, if a chick don't want to play with me, it's her prerogative. I'm not going to get mad about it. It's like, I'm not going to throw a bitch fit about it. You know, it's her body. It's her prerogative. Whatever the case may be. I love those who love me. You feel me? But that's a classic example of doing too much. You can't be greedy. You know?
To be honest with you, see how you said you took her back into the room? I like private stuff like that. Not everybody want to be out in the opening because they always say they don't judge and they don't count people's bodies. They're counting and they're watching. If you cleaning, if you goggling, whatever, if you going to rinse your mouth out, whatever the case may be. And it was one time I went to a hotel takeover and this girl laid there on the bed. She was a white woman and let dude after dude have sex with her. The whole room was smelly. She never got up and washed. And I'm like, oh my God, are you serious? And I know people could be cum sluts and all that. That's their preference. But I'm sorry. After every time I will play, I go wash. I go wash my mouth. I wash down there. I tell whoever I'm with, like, you come in and wash with me. Like, make sure they washing before they go play with somebody else. I just think it's bad hygiene not to go wash and take care of yourself. So a lot of people is very nasty, very disgusting. But I think we also got to realize sometimes it's not about quantity. It's about quality. You want to get quality people and have a good session with, because then otherwise you're being known as you can't get it up. I don't like to tell people I'm a squirter because when I tell them I'm a squirter, and I don't squirt for them, now I gotta like force myself to do it because I didn't told them I can squirt. But if you're not listening to me, you're not turning me on, you're not doing the things I like, guess what? It's not gonna happen.
Did I make you squirt?
I cannot confirm or deny.
Oh.
Yes, you did. You know you did. So why you even go ask that question? And why you telling my business?
You miss anonymous. Remember, they don't know who you are.
I still don't kiss and tell. That's why I always get 2 beds. I never get 1 bed because I know the bed gonna be wet.
Yeah, listen, ladies and gentlemen, if you ever go to a swing party and whatever, a fuck party, whatever the case may be, or a hotel takeover, always get 2 beds. Book 2 beds for your sleeping bed and your fucking bed.
Yes, very true.
Get 2 beds. Get 2 beds.
But it's funny that we're having this conversation because it's a picture circling around of some women, and it's not too good. So somebody hit me up today, and they said, Miss Anonymous, why don't you start hosting parties? Because when I was with my ex, we would host parties, and our parties used to be classy, nice, a nice set of people, good vibes, good energy. And I said, no. He like, really? I said, no, I'm not into that. I don't want to do that. I don't have to do that. I can tell you now, say if I decide next week to go to Philly, I can hit 4 to 5 people up, invite them to the room, not expecting to play. We just hanging out. It could be guys and girls, and we just chilling, drinking, hanging out. I let it happen organically. Next, we're drinking. I might pull my boob out. Or me and the lady might start sucking on each other boob, or I start feeling on somebody's dick and get them hard, and then next thing you know, the party start. But I don't have to go to a hotel takeover. I don't have to go to a swingers club. I don't have to do any of that if I want to have some sex or have a party. I can just invite people and get them together and make sure that it's a nice small session. Then there's no pressure on anyone. We ain't got to worry about taking the gas station pill, because guess what? You're not under pressure that you got to hit 10 women off or have 5 women that night. No, you just with this small, intimate setting and group, and we having a great time.
And you can fuck them as long as you want, and you're familiar with each other. You don't have to worry about somebody jumping into your session without asking. Even if they do, y'all cool about it because y'all know each other. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So there's no creep shit, and there's no pressure because a lot of people cannot perform in front of a crowd. They can't perform in front of a crowd. And if you couple that with, not getting your dick up because you probably fucked the whole party or X amount of chicks, and you're not eating right, and you smoking weed the whole night and drinking to your head, drinking until you drinking yourself silly, your dick is not going to get hard. So, it is what it is.
So next time you come here, we need to get a little group together and have a party and, bring you back into 1985 track record.
Listen, fucking a whole party like the good old days.
Yes.
And I don't have to say they gotta be sexy because I know they're gonna be sexy.
Yes. I don't do
Yeah, she don't do booger wolves and sea lions and shit like that. She's the creme de la creme. The creme de la creme and the best of the best.
Yes.
You feel me?
Yes.
And on that note, this has been another episode of Swingers After Dark, and this is your host, Nasun Baby. Check out my website at www.nasunblaze.com. That's www.nahsunblaze.com, and check out my ebook, Fuck. Yes, you heard right, Fuck, F-U-C-K. It's on Nook, Kindle, iBooks, Google Play. Go get it. It'll make you say, ow. And shoot me an email at swingpodcast@gmail.com. That's swingpodcast@gmail.com. Hit me up with any question or concerns that you may have. Rate, share, subscribe, and comment on this podcast. Dig. And on that note, until next time, peace. And don't kiss them holes in the mouth, baby.